What's going on, everyone? So today I'm gonna see if something that I grew for the first time ever actually turned out, and that would be peanuts. So the plant kind of looks weird, it kind of grows weird, and it doesn't grow the best in my climate, and I kind of didn't pay that much attention to it, to be honest with you. So let's see how it turned out, and if we can get some peanuts, let's roast them up and see how they taste. So that is the peanut plant right there. Doesn't look too healthy. Let's get it out of the ground and see what we got going on. So before we get into harvesting the peanuts, which are right down here, as you can see, boop, boop, boop. Let's get into how they grow. And this isn't a full grow guide, it's just some weird factoids about the peanut plant, because it's not a nut, in case you didn't know. It is actually a legume, which means that it is in the bean family, the beans and peas. And what happens is it'll take flowers. So it'll produce flowers. Those flowers are going to come out. They're going to be above ground. And then they try to go underground. So they'll hit the soil surface. They'll hit the soil surface like this. You brush away the soil. They'll hit the soil surface. And then they will bury themselves into the ground to form the peanut. And the peanut actually grows underground. So the big reveal is figuring out, once we pull this out, do we actually have any peanuts on this plant that I need to get out of this bed and didn't really take the best care of. So let's find out. All right, let's pull this baby out of the ground. I'm just gonna grab the entire thing pretty firmly and then gently pull. Looks like we have a couple. Let me dig in here first just to make sure there's none buried in the soil. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. All right, let's see what we, oh, there we go, baby. Let's go. Check it out. We've got the root, oops, or sorry, the peanut came into the ground, so from above ground, came into the ground, buried down, and then produced the peanut like that, which is, to me, pretty crazy. And you can tell this plant wasn't really cared for. It was a little bit root bound. The soil mix I have in this bed is not quite right for peanuts, but if we dig around this and excavate it, let's see if there's anything else we can enjoy in here. See if we have any others. I would doubt it in this root ball. This is pretty matted. Looks like we can't, oh, there's one more right there. So it did start to produce these peanuts, but again, the conditions are not quite right, and no, this is just an experiment I wanted to throw on the ground and see if it would work. Oh no, there's one buried in the middle right there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so I'm gonna figure out what to do with these. I'm thinking I'm going to try roasting them, like going to a ballpark and getting roasted peanuts. That could be pretty fun, even though there's only a couple. Just going to be the world's smallest bag of peanuts here. So that's what we've got, guys. Pretty neat plant. So it looks like there were 3 separate plants. Again, didn't really grow these the best, but gardening's all about experiments and learning and figuring it all out. So let's take these and a couple peanuts I had from another small plant and see what we can do with them. Alright, everyone, let's make some roasted peanuts. Now, I've never really done this before, and this peanut plant wasn't quite in the best of shape, like I mentioned. So some of these we can't really use. Like this one has yet to develop. It's soggy and still forming, but this has a nice hard shell. Makes me feel like we're ready to go on this one, so I'm going to cut that one off. This one, probably not in the best shape. It's not fully formed. This one is looking almost there, because you can start to see that mottled look to the side of the peanut, kind of like this one. I'm going to cut it open just to see, but I'm not feeling too promising about that one. And then I think our only other shot here is this one right here. All these just haven't developed yet, and this is a plant that I just didn't really pay attention to and kind of grew as an experiment, and then I needed to change my beds out, and it was just one of the ones that had to go. So I'm definitely going to experiment with peanuts in the future, but just not yet. So let's go ahead and crack these open, see what we got going on inside. Looks like we have an actual peanut with some skin on. There we go. There's one. Looks like a normal peanut to me, guys. Looks like a normal peanut to me. So this is actually pretty cool. This is a plant that I've never grown before, and I would doubt, unless you live probably in the South, I would doubt many of you have grown it either. Let me know if you have any peanut tips, because This is definitely not an epic peanut harvest. All right, here's the other one. Here's our big one. Wow, there was 3 in here. Look at this. The skin doesn't look like it's formed on these yet. So I'm kind of nervous as to if they're gonna be good or not, but I'm gonna roast them up nonetheless, and we'll see how it goes. And then I just have 2 more shelled peanuts to harvest. Looks like we have a tiny baby harvest in this one. Honestly, I'm only feeling promising about that one right there. And then let's open up this one too. Let's see. This, yeah, see, look at this. Look how that felt. The shell is it's still very moist, and it felt kind of like watercress almost, the texture of like a watercress when you crunch it open. So the peanut in here is most definitely underripe. Check that out. You can see the seed itself is still in formation, and we can even peel it kind of apart like this. And it's very, very light and split in half. Those would be the cotyledons of the future peanut plant. Not the best peanut right there. All right, let's figure out how to roast these. So I wanted to eat this tiny little one just to see what it would taste like, see if it has any peanut flavor at all, and let you guys know what I think about it. Very sweet, kind of has like that green taste, like of an unripe seed or fruit, but there's a light peanut taste to it. So that's that. We're gonna go ahead and figure out how to roast these guys up in what might be the world's smallest batch of roasted peanuts. So let's figure it out. Any recipe I've found for toasting peanuts, and you can also do them in the oven, just calls for low heat. So I have it on, it's so low you can't even see the flame. Have it on very low heat. We're gonna let this pan heat up. I'm gonna place the peanuts in the middle, and we're gonna stir these frequently for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're looking for them to turn nice and gold, and we're kind of looking for that skin to peel a little bit and just basically look like a nice toasted peanut. So let's get this going, guys. So one thing about the peanuts, and I guess anything else you would toast, is that if you just leave it on one side and you don't toss it at all, the peanuts are going to get burned on one side and then just completely uncooked on the other. And you're roasting this for about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm like paranoid and roasting and moving it around all the time because I don't even have that many peanuts. And last thing I want to do is mess up what might be 2 to 3 good peanuts here. So just make sure that you move it around a lot when you're roasting it, because otherwise you're going to ruin your crop, and especially if you grew these from scratch. I mean, if you bought them from a store, you can always go buy more, but there's something special about growing it from scratch, and I don't want to lose my little babies. So that's a little tip for you guys. All right, our moment of truth has arrived, my friends. I have a pathetic amount of peanuts here, but they're well roasted. You can see, here, let me take one out so I don't burn myself. I'll put this down first. You can see it is really nice and roasted. That skin, it's kind of flaky. It's a nice brown peanut, and it looks basically like a nice toasted peanut. So I think I've done my job here, but I want to kick it up a notch, and we're going to do some unsalted butter and some Maldon smoked sea salt. We're going to put the peanuts in, give them a little mix, and then it's time to taste. The heat from the peanuts should melt the butter, and then the process of it melting the butter should also cool down the peanuts a little bit, so it'll be easy to eat them. Might have gone a little overboard on the butter, guys. All right. Should be good there. All right, it's time to taste. All right, everyone, we're back. This is where it all began. Our peanuts started growing down in the bed right here. They've finished up, roasted, toasted, salted up, buttered up right here. So let's try this one right here. This isn't the best specimen, I don't think, but let's see how it tastes. Oh, it's delicious. It's a little more, I probably could have toasted it maybe 1-2 more minutes, I would say. But it's a good, nice roasted peanut flavor. It's probably fresher than any other peanut I've ever had, even though they're not the best specimens I've ever seen in my life. Oh, this one was smaller, and so I think it heated up quicker. Oh, that's good. Man, with the skin, the toasted skin, that's actually so good. So when it was thinner, it roasted through a little quicker, and that means that I didn't need to roast it any longer. It was the perfect roast. Oh my gosh, that was so good, guys. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the big one till the end. Another small one. Oh, that crunched. That one is the first one that had like a true crunch. That one had a true. Oh, that was good. Okay, this is the second to last one. No. No. That one was not ripe. Or it wasn't not ripe. It wasn't cooked all the way through, and probably the shelled peanut we took it out of wasn't actually done growing the peanut, and so that flavor wasn't bad, but it wasn't like a true peanut. It wasn't really what we wanted. Okay, so here's the grand finale. Let's focus it in. Whoop. Here's our grand finale peanut. This is the one. This is the one. So let's get up close and personal with you guys. Ooh, okay. The skin is on that thing. Okay, here's a moment of truth. This better be worth it. This is the peanut to end all peanuts. Oh yeah. With the skin, you know, like how the peanut tastes with the skin, where the skin kind of gives it like a toasty, roasty flavor? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna grow more peanuts, guys. And you know, I think the mistake I made was I put them in a bed with the wrong soil mix. I was doing some other stuff in that bed, and it just didn't really work out, and I didn't pay attention to them. You can get 25 to 50 peanuts off a plant. I got 5, maybe. So give them some TLC. You should be able to grow some epic peanuts. I'm definitely going to try next year. And until next time, good luck in the garden. Keep growing. And if you have any peanut tips, leave them down below. All right, we're out of here.